misinterpreted, right? It was a vision, fair and fortunate. So it was a vision, fair, fortunate, right? So fair means wonderful. Fortunate means lucky. So this particular dream, this vision, this dream is wonderful and lucky.
Fair means wonderful.
Fair means wonderful. Fortunate means lucky. Okay? So I repeat, this dream is all a misinterpreted. It was a vision, fair and fortunate. Your statue spouting blood in many pipes, in which so many smiling Romans bathed, signifies that from you great Rome shall suck reviving blood, and that great men shall press for tinctures, stains, relics, and cognizance. This by Calpurnia's dream is signified. So now let us see, let's go back. Now, so your statue, Julius Caesar statue, from which, from the thousand spouts, the blood oozing out, where the Romans, the smiling Romans are bathing, what does it signify? It actually signifies that from you, from Julius Caesar, great Rome shall suck reviving blood. So what does it mean? So the blood over here is metaphoric, right? You see the explanation is given below. So blood over here is metaphoric. It symbolizes Caesar's spirit or influence. So it means that it shows that they are bathing in your blood. That means it shows your influence on the people of Rome. Understood? So it signifies that from you, great Rome will suck reviving blood. That means it is you who are going to inspire the people of Rome. Clear? And that great men shall press for tinctures, stains, relics, and cognizance. Now, this entire thing is explained over here below. Now, what is the meaning of tincture? Tinctures means a trace of something. Okay, what is the meaning of tincture? Tincture means a trace of something. T-R-A-C-E, a trace of something. Stains. Stains means color. Relics. Relics means an object of reverence. An object of respect. An object of reverence or respect. And cognizance means a distinctive emblem. Cognizance means a distinctive emblem. Okay, now let us see the meaning. So,
distinctive emblem.
Emblem, yes. So, what does it mean? It means that great men shall gather around Caesar, right? What will the great men do? The great men will gather around Caesar and stain their handkerchiefs. What will they do? They will bring their handkerchiefs, they will stain their handkerchief, wet their handkerchiefs in that blood, and then it will serve as, so that stained handkerchief will act as, that will serve as what? It will serve as colors added to the coat of arms. Now, what is the meaning of coat of arms? It's actually they just like your school uniforms. They have an emblem, right? Every school has its own logo and emblem. So similarly, this stained handkerchief, stained in the royal blood of Caesar, will act as an emblem, as coat of arms. Okay? So which will be an object of reverence. Got it? So that handkerchief, the stained handkerchief that will act as coat of arms, they will put it up here, right? So that will act as an object of reverence, as an object of respect.
That stealing of handkerchief was also there in California's dream.
Yes, that is what. That is what. He is interpreting the dream in a different way. Okay, according to California, they will be wetting their hands, not handkerchief, she said hands. So they are smiling Romans, they are wetting their hands, which means obviously they are happy that finally he is dead. Right? So according to California, that was the dream. But he is interpreting it in a different way, saying that the smiling Romans bathing themselves and wetting their handkerchief, that means they are going to use it as coat of arms, as an object of reverence, right? As an emblem, as a memento.
What did tincture?
Hmm?
Tincture.
Tincture means a trace of something.
Trace of some.
Yeah. Stains means color. Relics means object of reverence. And cognizance means
Stains object of color. Right.
stains means color, only color. And relics means object of respect or reverence. Okay? And cognizance means a distinctive emblem. So that thing will act as or serve as an object of reverence, as memento, right? And a badge of service. Okay? Got it?
Yes.
It will act as a distinctive emblem. Fine? Understood?
Ma'am, but
Meaning
he's
clear?
not, he's not manipulating, he's just changing the dream.
It is manipulative, right? So he's changing the dream so that he's bringing up the positive side of the dream so that Julius Caesar gets ready to come with him because they are planning to actually kill him. Okay? Okay? This by California's dream is signified. So this is what California's dream signifies. And this is really sums it up in the end. Okay? So the explanation of these lines are already given below. You will write that in your exam. Okay? Right. Okay. Caesar. And this way, have you well expounded it? Expounded means well interpreted. Expounded over here means interpreted.
Well interpreted.
Yes. Well expounded means well interpreted. Okay, so well interpreted. And this way have you well expounded it. So Julius Caesar is extremely satisfied with what he says. There says Brutus. I have, when you have heard what I can say and know it now, the Senate have concluded to give this day a crown to mighty Caesar. If you shall send them word you will not come, their minds may change. So Decius Brutus is saying that I have come here to tell you that today the senators have decided to crown you as the king. But if you decide not to come today to the capital, then the senators may change their mind. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Caesar. How foolish do your fears seem now, California? I am ashamed I did yield to them. Give me my robe, for I will go. This is clear. Yield means gave in, surrendered. Yield means gave in or surrendered. So I was so foolish. Now I am ashamed that I almost surrendered to your fear. Right? So give me my robe, I will go. Now you see that. For I will go. Right? Why?
Raja.
Robe. Yeah, during those times the generals they used to wear the robes. Robe is a coat jacket kind, the long jacket kind of. During those days, that was the attire. Okay. Now you see, enter Publius actually, sorry, Brutus, Legarius, Metellus, Casca, Trebonius, and Cinna. These are all the conspirators. Okay. These are all the conspirators. Okay, Caesar. Now, though Cassius was the main, okay, he was the main conspirator. He was the one who grouped everyone together, and Brutus is the only one who was actually not a part of this group. He was added later on. Okay, and that too was Cassius's idea. The way he molded Brutus towards their side. Okay, Caesar. So they all enter at whose house? Caesar's house, right? So they say, "Good friends, go in and taste some wine with me, and we, like friends, will straightway go together." So what does he say? Caesar tells everyone that you go ahead and have some wine and then we will start off. And then he tells Brutus that we, like friends, will go together. Okay?
We like friends.
We'll go together. Like friends, we will go together. He tells Brutus.
Brutus.
Now Brutus tells aside. You see, within bracket, the word aside is mentioned. Now you know the meaning of the word aside over here. Whenever you find the word aside written in a drama, that means the person is speaking to himself.
Speaking to himself.
Yes. Okay. Now here on the theater, on the stage, how can we show that he's speaking to himself? He's speaking to his mind. You know, at times we think a lot of things in our mind. So that is what is being written as aside. During those times, what we used to do, suppose there are 2, 3 characters, okay? He is talking to those characters. But what he is thinking about those, maybe he is also, after one of the characters said something to him, he has his own opinion, which he is not telling him, but he is thinking it inside.
But he can change his tone.
Sorry?
He can change his tone.
He can change his tone, and during that time, what they used to do, there would be, they used to come forwards and they used to look at the audience and say those. So that was, come forward and go to the corner a little. So that was their dialogue aside. That means that they are speaking inside. So the audience knew that this is something that he is speaking inside. He is not telling it to the other characters, but this is something which is in his thought. Okay, so this here in the book, in the script, they would write within bracket aside. And on the stage, aside means they have to go somewhere to the corners and tell it to the audience. Okay, understood? It is for the audience to know what is going on in his mind. Okay? Right. Okay. Okay. The moment he says like friends, Brutus does not like it because Brutus considered him to be his friend. Now there is a difference between friends and like friends, right? So this is what Brutus says. That every like is not the same, O Caesar. The heart of Brutus yearns to think upon. So he says that my heart grieves when I think of it, that we are not friends, we are like friends.
You are like
Right? So,
pretending to be friends.
yes, pretending to be friends. So we are like friends, but we are not exactly friends. And that pains him. So this is what he writes. Brutus's heart grieves when he thinks that being like a friend is not the same as being a friend. Right?
Like her.
It's written over there in the explanation below. So being like a friend is not the same as being a friend. If I say he is my friend, but if I say introduce somebody else, meet him, he is like my friend. There's a difference between the two, right? So he is not your friend, but similar kind of, maybe similar to come to that friendship zone, but not yet friends, proper friends. So so one scene is over. So act 2, scene 2 is over, right? Now we'll come to act 3, scene 1. So Caesar, all of them now proceed to the Capitol. In between what happens, in between there is a very short scene, that is act 2, scene 3. which is not given. It is not that important, but important in the context of the fact that there is one person named as Artemidorus who gets to know about the plan, and he is very close to Caesar. He gets to know about the plan of the conspirators and he tries to warn Caesar. He writes a letter, okay, and there he writes everybody's name and says that beware of him, beware of that person, don't be so close to him, don't be around him, uh, keep an eye on him. So he writes all the names of the names of all the conspirators and writes the words of caution for everyone. And then he goes to the court. Okay, when they all go to the court, Act 3, Scene 1 is also not given. The whole thing is not given. Before this, something happens. So Artemidorus goes and tells that first, this is a royal decree, so you please read it first. And then you then you concentrate on something else. First, you read what I have written. Not I have written. He says that there is an order that has come. Please go through it. So he says that no. I will listen to what he has to say. Then I will listen to you. So he says no. You should read this first because it is about you only. It's concerning you. Then Julius says if it is concerning about me, if it is concerning me, if it is my matter, then I will take it later. First, I will listen to public's opinion. And he does not read the letter. Okay? So then this starts. Now, the situation, the location is, read out the location, Act 3, Scene 1, before the Capitol. It is just before the Capitol. The Senate sitting above. Okay? Enter Caesar, Brutus, Cassius, Casca, Decius Brutus, Metellus Cimber, Trebonius, Cinna, Antony, Lepidus, Populus, Publius, and others. All these are conspirators. Okay, Caesar. Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and his Senate must redress? Okay. Underline now amiss, AMISS. Okay, and underline the word redress. Okay, amiss means problems.
No problem.
Yes, problems. Redress means deal with. Okay, so what does it mean, this sentence? So what are the problems now that Caesar and the Senate must deal with? Understood the sentence? Huh?
What is the
Senate House, the Parliament House, the Senate House. So still their republic was existing. Okay. What? You need pencil? Okay. Next. Metellus symbol. Most high, most mighty, most puissant, Caesar. You see Metellus symbol, the way he addresses, the exaggerations that he makes in addressing Caesar. He says most high, most mighty, and most puissant. Puissant means strong. That means powerful, the most powerful Caesar. So he uses these three adjectives to address Caesar or to describe Caesar. Okay, so Caesar is the highest, the mightiest, and the most powerful. Right? Metellus Cimber throws before thy seat an humble heart. Over here, an humble written, so maybe during that time, H was silent for the word humble also.
humble heart?
Right?
Before thy seat.
Thy means your. Thy means your.
means Metellus climber is thrown towards the.
Yes. So what does it? Yes. So what does it mean? So Metellus symbol is bowing before Caesar, and he is kneeling before him with a humble heart. So Metellus symbol throws before thy seat a humble heart. So it means he kneels before him with a humble heart. Okay, so you see sweet, such sweet words to address him, wherein he is the one who was planning to kill. I mean, he is one of the conspirators to kill him. Kneeling. So he's kneeling down, Caesar. I must prevent thee, Simba. These couchings and these lowly courtesies might fire the blood of ordinary men. So what does it mean? I must stop, prevent means stop, thee means you. Okay? I must stop you, Simba. These couchings and these lowly courtesies. Couchings means bowing down, and lowly courtesies, these bending and these are known as low courtesy, low etiquettes. Too much of sweet words and too much of bowing down, it is not required. It is too much of respect is also has a yes, it is not good. So he says that these are all lowly things, lowly courtesies that you are showing. This bowing and bending, too much of bowing and bending. Don't do it. I will prevent you from doing it. And these lowly courtesies, what will they do? They might fire the blood of ordinary men. That means fire the blood means underline, write down the meaning, influence. They might influence the blood of ordinary men. That means they will influence the ordinary men. To do what? To turn. To turn means to overturn. Turn over here means overturn. Okay? And turn preordinance and first decree. Preordinance means the meaning is written over there. Order that has existed from earlier times, and first decree means the law passed earlier. So preordinance means order and first decree means law. So one is order, one is law. So he says that if you show such low courtesies, then that will influence the young generation, the people, and they will also overturn the law and the order which has already been established. Okay? And he continues into the law of children. So he's saying that this will pass on to children. Such low courtesies that you are showing, continuously bowing down and bending. So these will set a bad example. Basically, this is what he tries to say. It will influence the young people in a wrong way, and this will pass on to the next generation. Understood?
So what is this post degree and pre-order?
Is the meanings are written.
It means why this?
He's saying that the order, the law that has been established, they will overturn them. Okay, why does he say so? Do you know? Because Simba, Metellus Simba, Julius Caesar never liked Simba. Okay, he liked Cassius. He liked Brutus was his favorite. He liked Cassius also. He liked Casca also, but he did not like Metellus Simba at all. And I think Casca was also not liked. Yeah, Cassius he liked. Cassius. He had some doubts about Cassius, but he liked Casca. And but he did not like Metellus Simba at all. And he had a brother who was banished from the kingdom by Caesar. He had passed an order to banish his brother from the kingdom. Okay. Okay. Now, so that is the reason, and he knows very well that Metellus Simba has come here and he is showing such courtesies, and he is showing too much of respect towards him because he knows he is pleading for his brother, okay, not to be banished from the kingdom. That is why he's saying the law which has been established, the order which has already been established, it will be overturned if I listen to you. Don't do all this. I should stop, I should prevent you from showing such low courtesies.
That law can be changed.
Yes.
What is this brother?
If his brother had done something that is not written in Julius, the story, the original story, it is not written. Okay. Right. Okay. Thy brother by decree is banished. That means your brother. Thy means your brother by decree. Decree means by law. Just now we saw decree means law. So your brother by decree is banished. So by law he is banished. Right?
Banished.
Banished means he is asked to leave the kingdom. He is thrown out of the kingdom. If thou means you. You can see there are two ways how we can represent you. Right?
Thy, thee.
Yes, one is thou, another one is thee. Now there are two different usages actually. Both means you.
Thy means your.
And thy means your. Okay, this means you, this also means you. But the position of you, when it changes in earlier times in Elizabethan period, there were two different words when the position of you changed. Object position, subject position. Okay, for subject position, this you, this thou was used, and for object position you, thee was used. For example, if I say you have done the work, okay, and if I say the work has been done by you, for this you, thou was used. For this you, thee was used. Understood? This is in the subject position you, this is in the object position. Understood? Got it? So these two would come often in Shakespeare's stories and in the dramas. You will not find the word you because it was not used during that time. It was thou and thee. Later on, with the evolution of language, uh, many changes happened, and because of that, now there are no two forms of you. It is only you. Right? Only one form is used both for subject and object position. But if I talk about other pronouns, there is a change. For example, can you tell me if I replace the word by he? Okay, if I say, or if I replace the word by they, instead of you, if I say they have done the work, okay, the work has been done by them. There is a change. There are two forms, right? For subject position, it's they. For object position, it will be them. Similarly, for he has done the work. The work has been done by him. He changes into him, right? In the object position. Similarly, with she also, she changes into her, right? So we have two forms for subject and object. Similarly, in those days, you also had two forms, but now we use only one form of you. Understood? So English has simplified over the years.
Okay, it means in future this they and them will also get
Maybe. Okay, maybe. A language is constantly evolving, right? Now we have Gen Z language and all those things coming up. So language is evolving, it is changing. It always changes over the years. And maybe, after say 20, 25 years, we will see a little bit of change definitely in the language. Right? There are so many words which have been added to the Oxford Dictionary, the original Oxford Dictionary. There are new coinages like deep sake and all those words have been added, right? So the coinages of new words, evolution, the simplification of the words. So all these things go on changing. Even the grammar is also changing. Okay, now let us continue. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Thy brother means your brother by decree is banished. If you dost bend and pray and fawn for him. So if you, dost actually means does, but over here we can, change it and say that if you bend and pray and fawn. So bending means bending, right?
Those three.
Pray means, dost means actually does. Okay, but here, since it is, since our English has changed a little with the structure, so we will not use does is not required over here, right? So with you, we don't use the does, right? So we will not use it. So we will just say that if you bend and pray and fawn for him. Bending and praying, you understood the meaning. Fawn means, write down, underline the word fawn. Try to get favor or approval from someone. Try to get favor or approval from someone. Okay, so if you continuously bend and pray, request, and try to get approval from me for him, I spurn thee like a cur out of my way. Spurn thee means I will pick you. Okay, I spurn thee. Thee means you. Okay.
Spurn, pick.
Spurn means pick you. I'll pick you up and like a cur out of my way. Sorry. Spurn means throwing or rejecting. Okay, so I will spurn thee like a cur out of my way. That means I will reject you or kick you out just like a cur. Cur means stray dog. What is a cur? Stray dog.
Reduce this.
Easy. It's here. Reduce the AC or increase the temperature, right? Where is it? Oh. This check. It's 30. Come here. I'll switch off the fan. Okay, for the time being. Okay. Right. So I'll spurn thee like a cur out of my way. So I will reject you, or I will throw you, or I'll kick you out of my way, just like a stray dog. Okay, got it? Understood? No, no, that means, mind you, you should know it, that Caesar doth not wrong. Dot over here also means does. Does not wrong. That means does not make any wrong decisions. Yeah, does not make mistakes.
And here it should be Caesar is not wrong.
Yeah, that is what it should be, is not wrong, but here dot means that. So, the structurally it is a little different, right? So, Caesar doth not wrong. Caesar does not do any wrong things. Okay? Nor without a cause. That means he's saying that he has not given any punishment without any reason. There is a reason behind this. So Caesar does not do anything wrong without any cause.
Why he is speaking in third person?
He is speaking like, instead of saying I don't do like this, he's using the word Caesar, maybe because he is a proud man. As Caesar, he wants to achieve he is he wanted to be the dictator, so he would love to project his name. Instead of just I, he would like to mention his name again and again. Okay? Will he be satisfied?
Will he
Be satisfied means he will not be pardoned, without any good reason. That he has been given this punishment, there is a cause behind it, and he will not be pardoned until and unless there is a good cause behind it. Okay?
will satisfied? What?
Yeah. Will he be satisfied means he will be pardoned without a good reason.
He wouldn't
Okay.
be pardoned.
He wouldn't be pardoned without a good reason. So over here you see, read again. Caesar doth not wrong, nor without cause will he be satisfied. Okay. Now metal symbol. Is there no more voice more worthy than my own, to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear for the repealing of my banished brother? So Metellus symbol requests others to speak for him. Understood? So Metellus symbol is requesting others to speak for him and his brother. So he says that, is there any other voice? Is there no other voice which can actually, which is more sweeter, more worthy than my voice to convince Caesar to repeal this act of this punishment or banishment? Understood, of my brother? So he says again, I repeat, is there no other voice which is worthier and more which can appeal more sweetly in Caesar's ears than my voice? Okay? For the repealing means to cancel or to revoke this punishment, to repeal this punishment of my brother. Okay, I repeat, is there no other voice which is worthier than my voice to appeal more sweetly to Caesar's ears for revoking the punishment of banishing my brother? Understood? Should I repeat? Clear? Clear? Okay. Brutus. I kiss thy hand. Thy means again your. I kiss your hand, but not in flattery, Caesar, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may. Publius Cimber is his brother. Publius Cimber may have an immediate freedom of repeal. Now, when he appeals to others, when he requests others, who comes forward first? When he requests Brutus. So when he requests and says that, is there no other voice which is worthier than mine and sweeter to appeal to the ears of Caesar? So then Brutus is the first one to step forward and saying that, I kiss your hand, not just as words of flattery. Because, before that, Metellus Cimber bowed too many times, bent, bowed down, and fawned. So these were all acts of flattery, right? And Julius Caesar knew it very well. So that is why he asked him to stop doing all this. But Brutus kisses his hand and says that I am doing this not as an act of flattery, but as an act of respect for you. And I also feel for Caesar.
For
Publius Cimber, yes. But I also feel this punishment should be revoked. It should be repealed. Switch it off. What do you want? Written? Understood?
So he's saying that Simber may also repel against him.
No.
So he should release his their brother.
Yes, it means that. It means that have an immediate freedom of repeal. Yes, so he should be given freedom immediately from this punishment.
His brother.
His brother. Whose brother? Metella Simba's brother. That is Publius. Publius Simba. Okay, so Publius Simba may given freedom from this punishment. Got it? Okay. Right. Caesar. What Brutus? Cassius. Pardon Caesar, Caesar pardon. As low as to thy foot doth Caesar fall, to beg enfranchise. Doth Cassius fall, to beg enfranchisement for Publius Simba. Now, enfranchisement means restoration to citizenship. Actually, enfranchisement means citizenship rights. So, restoration to citizenship. He was banished from the kingdom. That means, he's still there, but he has been given the punishment of banishment. That means he will be banished from this kingdom. Now, they are requesting so that he revokes the decision. Restoration to citizenship. So, they are all pleading to restore him back or giving back the citizenship of the place. Okay, Rome. So I repeat. So he says that. So Cassius also bows down once again. So he says that I bow as low as your feet. So he bows down, touching the feet almost. Okay. So thy means your. Okay. So I bow as low as your feet to beg for restoration. Dot means again does or do. Okay, so as low as your foot, do or does Cassius fall to beg restoration to citizenship for Publius Simba. Okay, understood? Caesar. Now this dialogue again is very important because there is a simile used. Okay, Caesar. I could be well moved if I were as you. This you have understood? If I were like you, Cassius, then I would have been moved by what you said.
No, I is singular, so why
No, if this is an if clause. You must have studied in maybe grade 7 and 8 that if clause kind of sentences where there is an imaginative possibility. If I were the king, if I were the president of India, then I could have done this. So those if clauses after I or you should always be followed by past tense. Okay, so if I were so and so, if I were a bird, which is impossible, I can never become. Okay, so such imaginary situations with if clauses always comes with past tense. Okay, remember this. If it comes,
it is if I would be a president.
No, if I were like you. Okay, it is an imaginary situation and it is impossible. I cannot become like you. Okay, such impossible situations are always these type of constructions we see. Okay, so even now these type of constructions are there. So I could be well moved if I were as you. That means if I were like you, then I would have been moved by your gesture. Right? That means I would have listened. No, simile comes later. So I would have been moved by your gesture. I would have given it a second thought about the decision that I have made. Okay? If I could pray to move, prayers would move me. It means if I could pray to move means the meaning is written over here. Pray to others to change their minds. So I repeat, what does he say? Now what is Cassius doing over here? Cassius is requesting.
Or in touch.
Right. So he says that if I were you, I were like you, and I could beg to others before others to change their minds, then I would have also been able to change my mind by your gesture now. Understood? Is it clear? So if I were like you, if I was had the capability of begging before others, then your request I could have thought of. But I am not like you. I never bow down before others. Therefore, I am not moved at all when others bow down before me. That is what he means to say. Understood? Okay, we will write this down. Okay. So write down, if I were like you, I'm giving you like I just direct translation in simple English. If I were like you, comma, and if I were capable of begging for favors, so if I were like you, and if I were capable of begging for favors, okay, comma, then your prayers and requests might have influenced me. Then your prayers and requests might have influenced me. Okay, clear? All right, now let us see. But I am constant as the northern star, but I'm not like you. It's very difficult to change my decision because I am constant as the northern star. So what figure of speech has been used here? Simile. Okay, so underline this and write down simile. 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 How will you explain this simile?
Here, one more figure of speech is used.
Huh?
He's comparing himself with a non-living thing. So,
Yes. So here simile has been used, right?
here, one more figure of speech is used. Personification.
Personification is one when that inanimate object is given human attribute. For example, if I say
Here human is given the
here human is
non-living.
being compared, there is a common quality which is being compared between the human being and the northern star. That is stubbornness, fixed. You must have seen that the northern star is fixed at one place. It doesn't move. Similarly, Caesar's mind also doesn't sway and move. It is fixed. Okay, got it? So it is that fixed thing. That is the common thing between the northern star and Caesar's mind.
Can you explain the previous slide?
Which one?
The previous slide.
If I could pray to move, prayers would move me. That one. The meaning that I gave you just now. Move means influence. If I could beg before others, if I were like you, and if I, like you, were doing begging before others, if I could do that, then this would have influenced me. Your begging also would have influenced me. Understood? So that is the meaning I gave you. If I were like you, and if I were capable of begging for favors like you, then your prayers would also have changed my mind, influenced me. Okay, understood? But I'm not like you. I am constant. Constant means steady, right? STEADY, steady, fixed, just like a northern star, right? Of whose true fixed and resting quality there is no fellow in the firmament. Now underline the word firmament and write down the meaning: sky. SKY, sky. Okay. Resting means permanent. You see the meaning is given. Resting quality means permanent quality. So write down the meaning. So whose fixed and permanent quality. Okay, so whose true fixed and resting quality means whose fixed and permanent quality. Understood? There is no one fellow in the firmament. That means there is not a single thing in the sky which is as permanent as the northern star. And I am just as steady as the northern star, which is ever constant, ever fixed, and ever permanent, unlike any other thing in the sky. Understood? Clear? Should I repeat? So I am as constant, as fixed, like a northern star, whose ever fixed, ever permanent quality is unmatched to any other thing in the sky. Everything moves except the northern star in the sky. Okay, right? Okay. Okay. I was constant, Simba. I was constant. Simba should be banished. That means my decision about Publier Simba will not change. Over here, Simba is Publier Simba. And constant do remain to keep him so. And I will keep him so. That means I will keep him banished. Okay? And I do remain constant on that decision. Clear this much? Okay. Take a break, 5 minutes, we'll come back. How many pages still left? Still 4 pages to go to finish this scene. We will try to finish this scene today so that in the next class we can finish the
14.
No, for this scene I think 4 pages left.
15.
Are you liking Julius Caesar's
Yes.
language? It's nice. Actually, Shakespeare is the only playwright during that time who had brought about a huge change in the dramatic presentation. Now, all the stories of Shakespeare, none of the stories are written by him. I mean, the plot I'm talking about. The plot are all taken either from the historical characters or somewhere he has taken. None of the plots are his own creations, but the writing style and the way he presented the, what is going on in his mind, and every person, every character that he has shown both the strengths and the weaknesses in every character. And he has made every character, right from the king to the common man, a human being who has flaws. But earlier, before Shakespeare started writing, the king used to be a very high profile character. He cannot do anything wrong. He would make one flaw, and because of that, he will have a tragic end. So that thing he changed. Here also, they all make a flaw. There is a flaw in him which causes tragic end, but he is shown in such a way that the readers will have sympathy for all the characters. You will actually think about all the characters. You would say that no character was perfect, and every character had something to speak good about and something to speak bad about. And that is his creation. And the language, the usage of similes, metaphors, puns, the play of words, it's very, very good, amazing. That is why he is known as the greatest dramatist of all time in English literature. Only in English literature. Not just in English literature, since English has colonized all the parts of the world almost. Therefore, we consider him to be the greatest. But there might be many other great writers in different other languages which we have not read. There may be, but as a dramatist, he is definitely one of the greatest, if not the greatest. Just immediately after this, the killing will happen. After this dialogue, only they will start stabbing from behind. There's a very beautiful YouTube video, the theatrical representation of this Julius Caesar. The actual Julius Caesar has been enacted on stage. You can watch it. Okay, shall we start? It's already time. From 25, right? The classes will start. Okay. Now let's see. The murder is committed. Okay. So the moment he says, and constant to remain to keep him so. Casca. Speak hands for me. So actually, speak hands for me means he takes the dagger in his hand and says that let the hand speak for him. What does it mean? He would now come to kill him. He would stab him. So he was at his back actually. If you see the theater, he was at his back and Caesar was standing here. And they had kept their daggers somewhere nearby. So they go one by one at the back and they take the dagger. And Casca is the first one to do it. So he says he doesn't speak anything. He just says, let the hand speak for me. So he then stabs.
They are going to kill Caesar.
Going to kill means yeah. So Casca is the first one to stab from the back. So you see, speak hands for me. Casca first, then the other conspirators and Brutus stab Caesar. Brutus stabs from front, the others stab from behind. Okay? Caesar. Et tu Brute, then falls Caesar. Now this has become legendary dialogue. Et tu Brutus means you too Brutus. Whenever there is a cheater, someone who betrays, someone who is a traitor, this is the line that is used. You too Brutus, because Brutus had actually, he emerges as the traitor to Julius Caesar, right? So Julius Caesar could not even imagine that Brutus can do it. Brutus can kill him. So he says, you too Brutus, right? So et tu Brute means you too Brutus. Yeah, I mean, even you, Brutus, or you too, Brutus, it's the same thing. Okay. Then falls Caesar and dies. And see the reaction, Cinna. Liberty, freedom, tyranny is dead. Who is a tyrant? Who is a tyrant? Tyranny is
Caesar.
dead. Caesar, yes. What is the meaning of the word tyrant or tyranny?
Great king.
Right? The one
No.
who controls and tries.
Yes. So cruel, actually. Someone who spreads cruelty, unfair way of ruling the kingdom, injustice, right? So that is the meaning of tyrannical rule. Okay? So tyranny is dead. The great king is not dead. Tyrannical king is dead. Okay? Someone who was cruel, who spread injustice everywhere. Unfair king. Okay? Run
They
hence.
killed him.
Hmm?
They killed him.
Yeah, see now dies. Okay, dies. See? Casca first, then the other conspirators, and Brutus stabbed Caesar. Did you get it? No, I'm telling him. Got it? Okay. Then Caesar says, Et tu brute, then falls Caesar dies. Okay? Sinna. Liberty, freedom, tyranny is dead. Run hence and proclaim, cry it about the streets. So proclaim means declare. So he says that, so Sinner is so overjoyed. He's so happy that now they got liberty. They got freedom. Freedom from a tyrannical ruler. Right? And so they wanted to run everywhere and declare that the tyranny is dead. Okay? So Cassius. Some to the common pulpits and cry out. So Cassius says that some of you go to the common pulpit. You know what is a pulpit? This is the common area, the enclosed common area. You see, this is the picture. This kind of setup is known as the pulpit. It's an enclosed area, slightly higher platform. So you go there, go to the pulpit. Some of you go there and declare.
This is inside the church.
Yeah, this is it. Usually it is inside the church, but here there was no church. It was there just outside the Senate house. Okay, so pulpit and cry out liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement. Enfranchisement, as I told you, citizenship. Okay, so
So common purpose will be meaning will be
pulpit meaning would be a common enclosed platform. Pulpit meaning would be a common enclosed platform. What happened? Okay. But here comes Antony, Brutus says. Antony, as I told you, Antony was a very, very close associate of Caesar. Okay, and Antony was Mark Antony. So Antony was very, very close to Caesar. Okay, so when he sees Caesar fallen on the ground, he was shocked. He couldn't take it, and he was the one. You will see Mark Antony's
revenge.
revenge that he takes. He does it in a very manipulative way. Okay, very cleverly he does it. He changes the mind of the people against the conspirators and towards him, towards Julius Caesar. And then finally, he is the one who takes the lead and forms a group who kill them one by one. They actually die. They like Cassius, he commits suicide. Even Brutus also. Okay, in the end, towards the end. Okay, let us see. But here comes Antony. Re-enter Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony. Antony. O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Does over here, dost means does or do thou means you. So do you lie so low? That means you're lying on the ground like this, right? Are all thy conquests, thy means
Your
your. What is the meaning of thy?
You.
Yes. So are all your conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils Spoils means over here meaning is written trophies of war. Right? So whatever victories, triumphs, the trophies that he has won. So are all your conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils shrunk to this little measure? Shrunk means reduced, right? Reduced to this little measure, right? So little measure over here means the small piece of the ground on which his body lies, right? The meaning is given here. Understood? Okay. So did you know, all your conquests, all your wins, the trophies that you have won, the victories that you have got, all the triumphs, were all these to be reduced to this little measure? This, you are fallen on this small ground, right? I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. So he says, he looks at them, conspirators now, and he tells them that I do not know what is your intention now. Who else must be let blood? Who else in rank? He asks a question to them. I do not know what is your intention now. What do you intend to do? Who is next in rank to be killed in blood? Understood? So that means I do not know who else you intend to kill. Understood? Who else must let blood means who else you would kill. Who else in rank? Who is next in order? Who else in rank means who else is next in order now after Julius Caesar. Should I repeat?
He's threatening them.
He's not threatening them. He is asking them a question because he is now worried whether they want to kill him now because he was a close associate of Julius Caesar. So when Julius Caesar is dead, they have killed Julius Caesar, then who can be next in rank? Is it him? Okay, so that is what he asks next. So he says, who else? I do not know what is your intention or what you intend to do now. Who else is, you intend to kill now? And who else is in rank now, in order now to be killed? Understood? If I myself, if I am the one, there is no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour. This I will give you in writing. Now you listen. If I am the one you intend to kill now, then kill me now. There cannot be a fitter moment to die in the same hour when Caesar was killed. Because he would like to be killed in the same time when Caesar was killed as a mark of respect. Okay, so according to him, this is the luckiest moment for him to die because one day everybody would die. Then it would be better that he dies at this hour because this is the holy hour when Caesar has died. So if he dies at the same moment, it would be it would be it would be the fittest moment for him to die. Okay, so he says, as Caesar's death hour, as Caesar's death hour. So nothing can be more perfect or fitter than dying in this hour when Caesar died. Then he continues saying that, nor no instrument of half that worth as those your swords, made rich with the most noble blood of all this world. That means he says that there are two things he says. One is that he would love to be killed at the same hour where Julius Caesar was killed and by the same instrument which has the noble blood of Caesar. Okay, so he wants to be killed in the same hour and by the same instrument which killed Caesar, and Caesar's noble blood is still there on that instrument over here, the dagger.
No instrument of half that worth as those your swords.
Okay, so there is no other sword which has half the worth of that instrument which has killed Caesar, which has the blood of Caesar. So he wants to be killed with the same instrument that was used to kill Caesar, not any other swords. So he says, if I am next in rank, then better you kill me right now, at the same hour, with the same instrument. Clear? Now you write down. So if I am one of them, if I am one of them, then if I am one of them, comma, then THEM. So the them, THEM, then comma, then there is no better time to kill me. Then there is no better time to kill me. Then there is no better time to kill me than the hour of Caesar's death. Than the hour of Caesar's death. Full stop. Nor is there any murder weapon, nor is there any murder weapon as worthy as your swords, as worthy as your swords, sword, the instrument with which they had killed, the dagger of the sword. So as worthy as your swords, 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 which have enriched themselves, with Caesar's blood, with Caesar's blood, with Caesar's blood, comma, the noblest in the world. With Caesar's blood, comma, the noblest in the world. Okay, this much is clear? Okay, let us proceed. This is a very important dialogue. Okay, Antony's dialogue and Antony, how he convinces the crowd in the next scene, they are very, very important for you. Okay, questions come from there, and this time you're expecting either 2-mark question or a 5-mark question would come from Julius Caesar. Okay.
And there is no 5-mark question. There is no
I mean, sorry, 8-mark question. 2-mark and 8-mark. We are expecting either of the two because in the sample paper, 8-mark question is there. You may also expect 2-mark question. Now, this year 2025, reference to the context question had come. No question came from Dear Departed. So this year, Dear Departed, and in the sample paper also, reference to the context came from Dear Departed. That means you are getting from Dear Departed reference to the context. But from here, we can expect textual questions. And in the 8-mark question, it is given supernatural things, how they are dealt with, both in shady plot and this comparative question. And you can expect 2-mark questions also from here. So there are many 2-mark questions which can come from the text. So read the textbook thoroughly. Okay, right now, and you must attempt this. You can get good marks if you attempt. I mean, if you write exactly 2-mark questions are very scoring. Okay. Right, then I do beseech ye. Ye over here also means you.
Beseech.
Beseech means beg, request. Did you get it? I do beseech ye. We are continuing with the same dialogue. Did you get it? I do beseech ye. That means I do beg you. If you bear me hard means the meaning is written, bear any grudge against me. So if you have any grudge against me, I beseech you, I beg you, now whilst your purple hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure. So he says that if you have any grudge against me and if you want to kill me, then I request you to kill me now at this hour when your bloodied hands still reek of hot blood. So reek means stench.
Purple hands.
Yeah, purple hands. Reek means
What is
purple hands means the color of blood. It's actually, but here he says purple hands. So it means deep red. Okay, so dark color. It's blood color is not exactly red, it is very deep red color, right? So he terms that as purple color.
What is stench mean?
A stench means the color, stenched. It is
stench means
huh, stenched. Okay, write down this meaning. Wait, let me give you the correct word for stench.
a foul smell.
Yes, smell, correct. Stench means foul smell. Right, smell. Okay, so write down the meaning. I beg you, write down the meaning. I beg you, comma, if you bear a grudge against me, hmm? Grudge against me, comma, kill me now, while, kill me now, while your bloodied hands, bloodied, bloodied, bloodied hands still reek of hot blood. Smoke over here, maybe it's so hot that smoke, it's smoky. So that is how reek of hot blood. So fulfill your pleasure. That means you fulfill whatever is your desire now itself. That means kill me now. Got it? So I beg, if you bear a grudge against me, kill me now while your bloodied hands still reek of hot blood. Okay? Live 1,000 years, I shall not find myself so apt to die. That means he says, even if I live 1,000 years, I will not be able to find a more perfect moment to die than this hour where Caesar died.
Willingness.
Yes, willingness to die. Okay, clear? No place will please me so, no mean of death, as here by Caesar and by you cut off the choice and master spirits of this age. So he says, there is no apt means appropriate, there is no more appropriate moment than this hour, there is no more appropriate place than this place, and there is no mean of death. That means the means of death. That means the sword that they have used to kill him. So neither there is a more perfect moment to die, nor there is a more perfect place to die, nor there is more a means of death. I mean, the instrument that is used to die than to be by Caesar. By Caesar means beside Caesar, and cut off by you, the choice and master spirits of this age. So master means powerful. Than by you, the spirits of this age, the powerful spirits, the powerful masters of this age. Okay, I'll give you. Okay, now write down. If I live 1,000 years, the meaning of this, if I live 1,000 years, okay, comma, I will never find a more fitting time to die. I will never find a more fitting time to die. Or you can use the word perfect also. Or a better time to die. A more fitting time to die. Actually, with perfect, we cannot say more perfect because comparative and superlative degrees cannot go with perfect. Okay, remember this. Okay, so more fitting time to die, full stop. No place and means of death. No place. Full stop, yes. After that, no place and means of death. Would please me more than being killed, more than being killed here beside Caesar, beside Caesar, by you, comma, the masters of this new age, or the powerful masters of this new age.
And the masters are the conspirators.
Over here, he is just, yes, masters are the conspirators, the powerful spirits of this age. Okay, this is what he means to say. Understood? This is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Brutus. O Antony, beg not your death of us, though now we must appear bloody and cruel, yet see you but our hands, and this the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful, and pity to the general wrong of Rome. Now, here Brutus's dialogue is very important because here we get to understand why Brutus joined the conspirators. Because his intention was the most noble intention, because he genuinely felt that Rome is not safe under Caesar's hands. He genuinely felt that Rome will be in trouble because there is a chance that Caesar will become a dictator. Okay, so this is what he says. See, O Antony, beg not your death of us. That means don't beg us to kill you. You know, we don't have any grudge against you. So don't beg us to kill you. Though now we must appear bloody and cruel, that means, according to you, we may now appear very bloody and cruel, yet see you by our hands. So, it may seem that we are bloody and cruel from the bloody hands and the acts that you have seen, that we have committed. And this, the bleeding business they have done. So he says that this act of killing, the bleeding business over here means the act of killing, the stabbing him. So this act of bleeding business, this act of killing that they have done, and the bloody hands that they are in now, it may seem that they have done a cruel act, but he says, our hearts you see not. He says that you are only able to see the external part of it. You are not able to see our hearts. You are not able to read our hearts. They are pitiful. They are sorry. Sorry for whom? And pity. They are pitiful. They are pitiful for Caesar. I will give you writing. They are pitiful for Caesar. But he also says that, and pity to the general wrong of Rome. Now he is sorry, he feels sorry for both of them. He does feel sorry for Caesar, he also feels sorry or pity for the general good of Rome. Okay, for the general public, not good of Rome. Okay, so he does feel sorry for both.
General wrong.
General Rome, right?
Wrong.
What is it?
General wrong of Rome.
General wrong of Rome. That is, all the malpractices that were happening in Rome. So he was, and they all were pitiful of that. So they are pitiful of Caesar's death. They are also pitiful of the general wrong of Rome.
So Caesar was doing malpractice.
Yeah, we saw an example, right, that he was banished from the kingdom. He was not ready to listen. So he had started this dictatorship. As I told you in the very first class, he had actually started the dictatorship, and it was actually ruining the republican system of Rome. Okay, so he wanted actually to establish this Roman kingdom, removing Roman democracy and republican form of government. He was starting this dictatorship. That is the reason why he was killed. And Brutus also genuinely felt so. He was a good king. He thought good of everyone, of his common people, but at the same time, he also was greedy for power to some extent. So he wanted to become the dictator because he wanted all the power to be in his hand, and that is dangerous. Okay, so though he had genuine feelings for Caesar, he liked Caesar a lot, Brutus, but somewhere he found in the long run he may be dangerous for Rome. Okay, so that is what he says. I am pitiful towards the death of Caesar, but at the same time, we are also pitiful to the wrongdoings of the people of Rome, towards the people of Rome. Okay, so that is a greater pity. So he is pitiful of both, but probably this is the greater pity, and that is why he took this side. Okay, so he says, and pity to the general wrong of Rome. As fire drives out fire, so pity. That means, just as a big fire, suppose, a small fire is here and a big fire is here. So what happens? The big fire engulfs the small fire, right? It gradually spreads and engulfs the small fire. Similarly, the big pity is engulfing the small pity. Understood? Okay? So, big pity is towards the wrongdoings to the people of Rome. Okay, so because of Caesar, he felt that he is doing wrong to the general people of Rome. So that he was pitiful towards those people. And that is a greater pity than the pity that he has now towards the death of Caesar. Understood? Okay. Okay. Now write this down. Okay. Would you like to write from the beginning? Oh, Antony, beg not your death. Should I tell from there? Okay. Antony, comma, don't beg us to kill you. Antony, comma, don't beg us to kill you. It is just a translation into simple English. Now, when you write your answers, do not use this I, we, and you. Okay, you need to change it into third person and write your answer. You can write in the simple English, but do not write I, you. Okay, so here I have written, I'm giving you, Antony, don't beg us to kill you. You will write, he requested Antony not to beg them to kill him. Correct? Understood? So don't beg us to kill you. Full stop. Though we must appear bloody and cruel, though we must appear bloody and cruel, comma, judging our bloody hands, and the act they have just committed, comma, for you, only, see our hands and the bleeding they have caused. For you, only see our hands and the bleeding they have caused. But you are not able to see our hearts, which is full of pity. But you are not able to see our hearts, which are full of pity. And pity for the pity for the wrongs, or pity for the general wrong of Rome. Okay, full stop. Just as a large fire drives out a smaller one. Here also there is a simile, right? So just as a large fire drives out a smaller one, comma, similarly, a larger pity prevails over a smaller pity. A larger pity prevails over a smaller pity. Full stop. Thus, I'm telling you the entire thing, then we will go back to the rest of the things. Thus, comma, it was our greater pity for Rome. Thus, comma, it was our greater pity for Rome, which drove us to kill Caesar. Which drove us to kill Caesar. Full stop. As for you, this I'm giving you for the entire speech. As for you, comma, our swords are harmless. As for you, comma, our swords are harmless against you. Against you, comma, Mark Antony. So he's telling to Mark Antony that for you, our swords are harmless. They are blunt. Over here, the word blunt is written, latent points written. I'll come to that. First, you write this down. Full stop. Though our weapons are capable of inflicting injury, comma, our hearts are full of brotherly love. Our hearts are full of brotherly love and receive you with nothing but kindness, comma, good thoughts and respect. Okay, I'll repeat. Now let us continue this. We have not covered all these points. So here, I think we have done till this much, right? As fire drives out fire, so pity. Till here we have done. Let us continue. Hath done this deed on Caesar. So because of that, we have done this deed on Caesar. We have killed Caesar. For your part, now, as for your thing, to you, our swords have laden points. Laden points means, underline this. Okay, our swords have laden points means our swords are as blunt as lead. Lead or lead, what is it called as? Lead, I think, right? Yes. So our swords are as blunt as lead. So what does it mean? They don't want to kill him with their swords. That means for him, the swords are as blunt as lead. That means they are harmless for Antony. Incapable of killing Antony. Okay, so to you, our swords have latent points, Mark Antony. Our arms in strength of malice. Strength of malice meaning is given over here, which may appear to be hostile. Right? Strength of malice means the arms, because it is blood stained now. So he says that the arms may seem to be, which appears to be hostile, right? And our hearts of brother's temper do receive you with all kind love, good thoughts, and reverence. But our hearts are filled with kindness, reverence, and good thoughts for you.
Brother's temper.
Brother's temper means brotherhood. I've given you brotherly love. Brother's temper means brotherly love. Temperament of a brother. So brotherly love. Okay. So our hearts for you are filled with brotherly love, good thoughts, and reverence. Reverence means respect. Okay, clear?
What is hostile?
Hostile means enmity. Hostile atmosphere.
Sort of attacking you.
Hostile and not, not congenial to for you. So yeah. So hostile means dislike. Having strong feelings against somebody. That is hostile.
Reverence.
Reverence means respect. Respect. Reverence means respect. You see, the word reverence had come during that time also, coat of arms. They are also, they were.
You had explained.
Reverence means respect. Okay, clear? This is clear? This dialogue is also clear? Now Cassius, your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the disposing of new dignities. Dignities over here means honors. So Cassius is saying that your voice would be as strong as any man's voice in discharging all your duties and responsibilities and honors. Okay, so which means you will have an equal say like us in this court. Understood? In the Senate House or wherever. So your voice will be equally heard. So that means we are all equals. We have no enmity towards you. Cassius says so over here. But actually, Cassius was telling Brutus that we should kill Antony also. Before this, now when they were planning, Cassius was the one who told that I doubt Antony also. We should kill him as well. But here now Cassius is telling something else. But in actuality, before this, when they were planning to kill Caesar, during that time, he was also planning to kill Antony along with him. Because he predicted Antony can be a threat for them. And he was right. Which Brutus could not foresee. Right? Okay? Right. Antony. I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. Gentlemen all, alas, what shall I say? So he's saying that, see, I do not doubt your wisdom. You might have a cause and a reason to do this. You are wiser than me. So I do not doubt your wisdom. So he asks everyone to give their hands and he shakes hands with each one of them. So he says, let each man render me his bloody hand. Render means give. Right? So let each man give me his bloody hand. Gentlemen all, alas, what shall I say? So everyone please give me a bloody hand, but alas, I don't know what to say. My credit now stands on...
Let each man render means bloody hand.
Huh?
What does it mean by that?
Let each man render me his bloody hand. Let each one of you please give me your bloody hand. He wants to shake hands with all of them. Okay, so let's please, gentlemen, all please give your bloody hand. I want to shake hands. So he actually shakes hand with all of them. And then he says, I'll ask what to say. I have actually nothing to say. I don't doubt your wisdom, but actually I have nothing to say. For the time being, he says, my credit now stands on such slippery ground that one of two bad ways you must conceit me, either a coward or a flatterer. So he says that, what should I say? Then he says that my integrity, my loyalty. Credit over here means integrity. INTEGRITY. So credit means over here integrity. So my integrity stands on such slippery ground. Can you tell me why this ground is known as called as slippery by him?
Because of the blood spilled.
Blood spilled, yes. So he is saying that, what should I say? Though I don't doubt your wisdom, but my loyalty and my, credit, my integrity goes with this slippery ground. What does it mean? His loyalty goes with Caesar, right? So I do not doubt your wisdom, but my loyalty, my integrity goes with Caesar. Okay. So he says, you can consider me either of these two. So he says that one of two bad ways you must conceit me. Conceit over here means consider. Right? So you might consider me in any of these two bad ways. What are the two bad ways? He's saying either you can think me I am a coward or I am a flatterer. Okay, so he's telling them that you can consider me now at this present hour as either of these two bad ways. Either I am a coward or I am a flatterer.
Why is
Coward because maybe he's a flatterer. If he praises them, then he will be a flatterer because he has been so long a close aide to Caesar. So now if he changes sides suddenly and joins them, then he would be flattering them, right? And if he does so, he can also be a coward who do not have the courage to stand against the conspirators and be with Caesar who is already dead.
It should also mean that coward because he did not immediately try to kill everyone.
Yes, that also is possible.
And he
Yes.
was flattering because he said that I do not.
The flatterer is if he supports them, then he becomes a flatterer. Coward maybe because he doesn't have the courage to go against them. Right? So either of the two things you may consider. Either of the two bad things you may consider about.
he is not pleasing them?
No, he is not pleasing them. He is not at all pleasing them. He is very honest in his confession. He says that, I need time. I do not doubt your wisdom. There may be a greater cost, but right now I'm not feeling good
But
because my integrity
wouldn't
goes with him.
it would be flattering that he doesn't doubt their wisdom.
That is what he's saying. So you can consider me in either of the two ways. You may consider me as a flatterer because, he's saying so that he doesn't doubt their wisdom. But at the same time, he is not even taking action against them. That means, so, he is neither here nor there. Okay, so he's in a position where he's neither here nor there. So his loyalty somewhere is in a doldrum. Though he says that his integrity is with Caesar. Okay? Right. That I did love thee, Caesar. Oh, it's true. So he says, I did love Caesar, and that is true. I can't deny it. Okay, then he says, if then thy spirit look upon us now. Now, over here, he looks at Caesar and tells this that if you see the drama, you would see that he actually looks at Caesar now and he addresses Caesar about, he says, thy spirit, your spirit. Who is your over here? Whose spirit? Caesar's spirit, because he's already dead now. So, if then thy spirit look upon us now, shall it not grieve thee death? So he says that if your spirit could see us now, I would be more grieved, by your death to see your Antony. I mean, he would be more grieved to see that his dear Antony is shaking hands with his conspirators who have killed them. Right? So he's write this down. Write it. Okay, I'll read this out, then I'll give you the meaning. So I repeat, if then thy spirit look upon us now, shall it not grieve thee dearer than thy death, to see thy Antony making his peace, shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes, foes means enemy, most noble in the presence of thy corpse. You know, corpse means corpse. So in the presence of Caesar's body, will it not grieve Caesar if the spirit of Caesar is here now? Will he not be grieved to see that you know Antony, who was so close to him, his close aide, is shaking hands with the conspirators, and that too standing beside his grave? Will it not grieve him even more than his own death? Okay, got it? Okay, write down. If your spirit, if Caesar's spirit, write like this, otherwise your means what you will not be able to understand. If Caesar's spirit could see us now, they would be more grieved than the death itself. More grieved than the death itself. To see your Antony making peace by shaking the bloody fingers of your enemies. In the presence of your dead body or corpse. In the presence of your dead body or corpse. Understood? Okay. Now let us see what Cassius says. Cassius is a little moved by this. He says, Mark Antony, he says. Then Antony says, pardon me, Cassius. His full name is Caius Cassius. The enemies of Caesar shall say this. Then in a friend it is called modesty. So he says that even the enemies of Caesar would say this about him, right? That he was a great king and all that. So enemies of Caesar will also say this. And I was his friend. So coming this much from his friend is nothing. It is modesty. Right? It is only moderate. Modesty over here means it's only moderate thing that I'm doing. I should have told more. Okay, I should have praised him more.
He's saying this to Cassius.
He's saying this to Cassius.
For
Cassius wanted to interrupt him, right? So he said Mark Antony, but he doesn't allow him to complete. He says that whatever I told in praise of Caesar, it is just a moderate praise. I should have praised him more because I was his close aide. Whatever I told should be agreed by his enemies also. Okay, so you can write down, even the enemies of Caesar would say.
You didn't give the meaning of this.
Which one?
Yes.
It's done, huh? So even the enemies of Caesar would say this of him. Even the enemies of Caesar would say this of him, comma, so coming these words from Antony, his friend, so coming from Antony, comma, his friend, comma, it is only a moderate praise. It is only a moderate praise. Okay? Understood? Now Cassius. I blame you not for praising Caesar so, but what compact mean you to have with us? Cassius is very clever. Okay, he says that I'm not blaming you for praising Caesar, but what sort of agreement, compact over here means agreement. What sort of agreement do you want to enter with us? Understood? So you are extremely grieved by his loss. You are not doubting her wisdom either. So what sort of compact you want to, what sort of agreement you want to enter with us? Whether you are in our side or his side. Will you be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we on and not depend on you? So pricked means, underline the word pricked and write down counted. Pricked in number means counted. Okay, pricked in number means counted. Of our friends means as our friend. Understood? Or shall we on? On means, underline on, write down go on. Shall we go on and not depend on you? Have you understood these two lines? So shall we consider you to be our friends, or shall we not and go on and not depend on you? Understood? So he wants to know whose side, huh?
In the start, counted as.
Pricked in number means counted. Okay.
Counted as.
Of our friends means as our friend. Okay, got it. So shall we count you as our friend, or shall we go on thinking that you are not with us and we will not depend on you? Understood? Meaning? Okay. Anthony. Therefore, I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from the point by looking down on Caesar. So he says that I wanted to enter into an agreement with you. I am with you to show that I wanted your hands to shake. But I got a little swayed. I got a little carried away when my eyes fell on Julius Caesar's body. Okay, because I was very close to Caesar. I love him and I cannot deny it. Okay, got it? So he says that I took your hand to be friends, but I got distracted by looking down on the body of Caesar.
Swayed from the point means distracted.
Yes. So swayed means I was distracted or moved. Or distracted. Distracted is the word. Swayed means distracted, swayed away. So I took your hands to be friends, but got distracted by looking down at Caesar.
Or carried away.
Or carried away, yes. Carried away or distracted. Okay. Friends, I am with you all and love you all. Upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous. So he says, I am ready to be your friends, provided you give me a proper reason. Why did you think that Caesar is dangerous for Rome? Because Brutus tells that for the general Rome, he was dangerous, and that was the reason that he had greater pity for the wrongdoings towards Rome. That is the reason why they decided to kill him. So he says that I am ready to be your friend, provided you give me a reason why Caesar was dangerous for Rome. You're counting pages? We need another 2 classes to finish this.
Very good.
Huh?
Very
Just
good.
imagine ICSE has the entire book with 5 acts, and each act has how many scenes? 3 to 4 scenes. Okay? But they do it from grade 9 and 10 together. And they have separate literature exam, so it is out of 80, separate literature, separate language. They have 2 papers, English, 80 plus 80. So, they have so much in literature. Now that actually makes it easier. If you have 2 separate papers, then you can concentrate only on literature. Then you can concentrate only on language. They have.
So there is option literature and
no, they have to attempt both. They have 2 separate, for both for 9 and 10 and also for 11, 12. ISC board. ICSE, then 12th is known as ISC. Okay.
Computation or ISC board also.
No. I don't teach. I have done my schooling till ISC, but I don't teach here. Nobody takes 11, 12 ICSE board. I have not seen anyone. Okay. Its syllabus is almost same. They have one Julius Caesar, one Shakespeare's book. The same thing. Okay. Now, Brutus. Our reasons are so full of good regard that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied. So, good regard means it's written over here, serious consideration. So, he says that our reasons are so full of serious considerations that if you were son of Caesar, you also would have been satisfied with our reasons. Okay, so our reasons were so, filled with serious considerations. Our reasons were or are so, were is written over here, so I'll say were. So our reasons were so full of serious considerations that if you were the son of Caesar, our reasons are should be, it should be actually not were. So if you were the son of Caesar, comma, you would be satisfied by them. You would be satisfied by them. Okay, fine. Okay, Antony. That's all I seek. That is all I am searching for. That's all I want. I'm looking for. Seek over here means looking for. And I am moreover suitor that I may produce his body to the marketplace and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of his funeral. So he says that I would like to take his body to the marketplace.
What is my
Marketplace, in the market. Market, M-A-R-K-E-T.
for selling?
No. He will take his body to the marketplace and take his body to the pulpit, to that platform.
Suitor is marketplace.
Huh?
Suitor is marketplace.
No. Marketplace is already written, no?
What is
Suitor means as his friend. Okay, so, and moreover suitor that I may produce his body to the marketplace and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of his funeral. You know what happens in the Christians? What they do, they whenever somebody dies, they give a speech as his friend. In favor of that person, some good qualities of that person. So he says that I should become the suitor. I should become the candidate. Suitor is more of a candidate, okay? So I would become the candidate to take his body. I would like to take his body to the marketplace. Marketplace is the place where all the common people can be found. And take his body to the pulpit and address the crowd as his friend. Okay? So.
Address the crowd as his friend or Caesar in the pulpit as his friend?
No, take the body of Caesar and address the crowd as Caesar's friend.
pulpit?
Pulpit means I showed you the image. It's an enclosed platform. Okay, so produce his body to the marketplace and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of his funeral. In the funeral, in the funeral ceremony, the way, as a friend we should speak. Similarly, I want to be the candidate, I want to be the suitor, to be that man, that friend who would speak in his favor at the funeral, in front of everyone. That is why he wants to take him to the marketplace, and this was his strategy.
So even after knowing about his flaws, you will talk about his favor.
Which clause?
That they are going to do it.
Yeah, even after knowing it, no, he has not yet decided. He would listen to them, okay, and then he will speak in front of the crowd. And we will see that the crowd plays a very dicey role here. The crowd can easily be manipulated, is what this particular text shows us. The crowd had absolutely no sense of judgment. The moment Brutus spoke to the crowd, Brutus spoke first, then Antony spoke. That was the condition. He says over here, Cassius says, you will speak. We will give you that freedom to speak. But first, Brutus would speak and then you will speak. Okay, after Brutus speaks, he goes away. And then Antony speaks. Now, crowd's role over here is very dicey. It shows that they can easily be manipulated, whoever is in power. So when Brutus goes to the pulpit and tells everything, the crowd gets easily manipulated by Brutus's words. Manipulated, I would not use that word, but they get easily convinced by Brutus's word that yes, Caesar was not that good, and it is done for our benefit and for their benefit. But when Antony moves on to the pulpit, again the crowd is influenced by Antony's words, and they go against the conspirators. Okay, got it? So we will stop here. You take a break. Now you have your classes from 35, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much. So we will continue. The next class also, I think we need 2 hours. And then after that, I think the other book that you have, that is scheduled.
Main course.
Main course book.
But that is not there.
It is there. Have you seen?
That don't comes in exam.
That does not.
That comes in exam. I'll show you how it
As
is.
writing.
As writing skill. Yes. It comes as writing skills. Okay, so I would request you to, that is why what we will do is, we will go through it. Okay? So we can take up, since 1 hour is allotted for these, I don't think you require 1 hour. You can just go through it for the points to write in the writing skills. Okay, so only some points we will take up. Thank you. Still, how many pages left did you count? 13 pages.
13.
13 pages. The next page will also take time. And after that, we will faster. Go through this part at home and let me know if you have any doubts in the next class. There is no harm in going slowly. Thank you.
हे खाली झालं. मला सांगा तुम्ही अच्छा उद्या तुमची शैल्याची भेट होणार आहे उद्या शैल्याची भेट होणार आहे त्याच्याकडे जायचं आपण त्याला पण बाबा फोन देतो लेट होईल तर काय कळत नाही आपल्याला त्याला बोलायचं की जाऊ अहो एक ते तुमच्यामुळे तुम्हाला आठवड्याला 2-3 दिवस जमत नाही आणि फसलेला असतो कोण बाकी थोडा प्रॉब्लेम असतो ना तुम्ही बिझी असतो कारण की दुसऱ्यांना पण आवडते ना म्हणून काय त्याला मला सांगून घेतलं त्याला त्याला आपल्या बाबा कार्तिक क्लिअर करून लागली तो नाही त्याच्याकडे जावे तो जाईल तो बघेल 2 दिवस
परत फोन केला तेव्हा ती बाहेर मार्केट मध्ये आजूबाजूचा आवाज येतो आजूबाजूचा आवाज येतो ते चालू करून ठेवा ना आपण आले नाही दोन आले फक्त आले आणि चार आले ऑनलाईन किती जण आले दोन आले आले कोणता सुरू आहे हो ना